Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to day 2 of our book week at Narrabri Public School. May I remind you to jump onto our school website and you'll see the book week tab there where you can go online and view our catalogue that way for book fair. Of course, normally we would have it set up in the library and families would be coming through, which we always look forward to. But this year we had to do it a little bit different. So I do encourage you to please go and take a look at our catalogue that we've put online for you this year. And there are instructions on how you can purchase the books. And then, of course, all the commission that we make through the sales of our books from your purchases goes straight back to our school library where we're able to buy more books and resources for our school. So we thank you in advance for that, and we hope that you enjoy the selection of books because there's a really wonderful variety of really good texts this year. Also, don't forget to have a look at the Book Week Activities tab on the school website as well, with a few different things to do there, including a competition. And we're also asking you to dress up this week for Dress Up Week, for Book Week. If you're able to dress up before Friday, if you're home learning, and send in a picture of yourself dressed up in your costume through the Google Forms channel that Mrs. Allen has created, then that would be fabulous, and Miss Buck can start getting her head around and working on the making a video for our school to share in everybody's costumes, which we really look forward to. So please feel free to do that any day this week. If you have any questions about anything book fair related, please email me. My email address is on the school website under the Book Week tab, or give us a call at school. We're all happy to answer any questions and help you out as best we can. So today the book that I'm reading is Meet Snugglepot and Cuddlepie by May Gibbs. Such a classic book. It was first published in 1918, so it's just over 100 years old, which is amazing. May Gibbs, from memory, was born in 1877, which is almost 150 years ago. She was born in England but moved to Australia when she was 4 years old. And her books are so classic. She's the author and illustrator of her books, and they're so beautiful. And in fact, clothing with May Gibbs pictures and characters on them are fashionable for babies and different children's clothing at the moment. So it's amazing how classic her things are, and they just keep going around and around. Now this is available at our book fair as well. It's $10. It's actually a board book, so the pages are quite thick, which is suitable, I suppose, for young children, but a beautiful text that the whole family can enjoy, and a classic. So I look forward to sharing that with you today. So Meet Snugglepot and Cuddlepie by May Gibbs. I'll just get myself a bit more set up here. In the big gum trees lived the little gumnut babies. Snugglepot and Cuddlepie lived with their family among the leaves of the very tallest gum tree. One day their friend Mrs. Kookaburra came to visit. "Tell us a story," Cuddlepie begged. "Tell us about humans," dared Snugglepot. Mrs. Kookaburra leant in close and began her yarn. Humans are as strong as the wind, swift as the river, fierce as the sun. Humans are taller than the biggest branch on the biggest gum tree in all the land. The younger nuts gasped and huddled in closer. I want to see a human, said Snugglepot. But what if humans are as bad, said Cuddlepie. We don't know what we might find. That's what makes it so exciting, said Snugglepot. Cuddlepie seemed unsure. Before dawn, when everyone was still asleep, Snugglepot and Cuddlepie crept out of bed. They were off to find a human. The road was hot and dusty as the two small gum nuts walked further than they ever had before. Where are you going? Asked a big lizard basking on a rock by the roadside. We're going to see humans, boasted Snugglepot. But only in the distance, said Cuddlepie. Can I come too? Asked the friendly lizard. And so Mr. Lizard joined the friends on their adventure. As the sun travelled across the sky, the friends came upon a marvellous festival. There were nuts and blossoms dancing under glowing lanterns. One blossom was sitting alone, so Snugglepot asked her to dance. Ragged Blossom was so happy. Isn't that a beautiful picture? They're all happily dancing. I just love those little gumnut babies. When the next morning came, they prepared to set off once more. Where are you going? Ragged Blossom asked. We're going to see humans, declared Snugglepot. But only in the distance, said Cuddlepie. Can I come too? Asked the lonely Blossom. Beautiful wattle up here. The friends stopped to rest when out of the bushes they heard a faint voice calling, Help me, help me! They ran towards the sound. The four friends discovered a terrible thing. A baby possum was caught in a steel cage crying for help. Who did this to you? Asked Mr. Lizard. Humans, whimpered the possum. What can we do? Asked Ragged Blossom. Just then, a great noise sounded on the breeze. Humans, humans, Cuddlepie cried. The friends hid. It's a giant, murmured Snugglepot as he peered over a branch. It looks like us, marvelled Cuddlepie. Aren't they adorable? Rotten traps, the humans said. Don't worry, little possum, I'll get you out. Snugglepot and Cuddlepie looked on curiously as the human gently released the possum. Thank goodness for that. I wonder if all humans are kind to bush creatures like that, said Cuddlepie as Mr. Lizard helped the frightened possum. I hope so, said Ragged Blossom. The possum thanked the friends and went on his way. Hurrah! We have seen a human, said Snugglepot. But only in the distance, added Cuddlepie. What shall we do next? Asked Snugglepot as they walked on into the bush. Look at their clothing, their gum leaves around their waist. Little gum nuts for their hats. And so began the adventures of Snugglepot and Cuddlepie. And they did go on to have lots of adventures. That reminded me of the virtual excursion that we saw yesterday with the New South Wales State Library. which we really enjoyed at our house, with the different authors and illustrators sharing how and why they sort of get their ideas and how they create their books and where they get their inspiration from. It was very interesting. So there are more sessions from the State Library today, and you can find those details on our website. Please also share our book fair with your friends and family. Anybody is welcome to purchase books from there under the Narrabri Public School umbrella, and any commission that we make goes straight back into our school, as I said earlier. Thanks everybody. Have a great day.